Of course, if we've learned anything from this madness of Donald Trump, it is not over until it's over. Look at the Nazi protesters. And I say Nazi because they were praising Nazis at their rally. Look at the Nazi protesters disrupting the vote counting right now. We support protests, of course, the right to organize, of course. But imagine if this was BLM or in response to a black man or woman being shot by the police, or even progressive women in Congress. In Donald Trump's world, I guess it is never over. He and his supporters will be fighting this election until the end of times, whenever they are for them. Many disregard things that have happened on Capitol Hill in our history. They've disregarded them or they've forgotten them. After all, this is the place where Joe McCarthy was asked, "Have you no shame?" But I nominate today's actions by Trump's acolytes as the most shameful in our history. And I don't even mean the acolytes outside, who have now pushed inside, by the way, and there are now shots that have gone off in the Capitol. I actually mean the senators and the House members inside. It isn't that they know that they can't win. Frankly, we progressives, of course, can empathize with fighting in a losing cause, inside and outside. But that is not what this is. This is shameful because they know they shouldn't win. They know that their election fraud claims are the fraud, that Trump is lying to his supporters, and they are jumping on his bandwagon of make-believe to further their own political interests in the future. This is the most corrosive political behavior I have seen in my lifetime. And I ran for office against the New York machine and the tabloid media in the city. This challenge to Biden's Electoral College win is based on utterly cynical politics, a politics that believes you can get away with anything if you just lie convincingly, propped up by media, propped up by social media. Trump did not invent this, but he sure has taken it to a new and frightening level. Of course he didn't invent this. This actually came straight out of McCarthyism. Trump is part of the McCarthy path. He learned from him. He learned from Roy Cohn. He learned from Roger Stone. They all worked together. So what a legacy. Who's next? Senator Cruz? Senator Hawley? The rest of you pursuing this phony challenge, have you no shame? At the same time, let's be proud of the voters of Georgia. Raphael Warnock won a solid victory, and Jon Ossoff is ahead right now by more than 11,000 votes that Biden carried the state by. To Trump's frustration, this is why he's angry. This is why he's lashing out. But this is also because organizers were on the ground doing the work, the long-term work that the Democrats really haven't been doing for the last decade and a half. So not only are the Democrats on the cusp of taking back the Senate, but Georgia has become a swing state, maybe even a Democratic state, might I say. To dust off an old hashtag, this changes everything. For the first time since the early years of Obama administration presidency, and both houses of Congress are in the hands of Democrats. But back then, we were still high on the Obama hope and change. Now we're organized. Now we don't rely on the Democratic Party. This is about something bigger. It's about organizing so that these guys don't win. These guys who are storming the Capitol, who get their news off of Q. Now we know that this win doesn't make everything we want happen, but it does make everything we want possible. There's a path, there's a door open, but we have to do that if we fight hard enough and smart enough. Being smart is crucial. The margins in Congress are very tight. You can't be tighter than a 50-50 split in the Senate, which is what we get when Jon Ossoff's lead is confirmed as a victory, hopefully today. Kamala Harris will be a busy vice president casting tie-breaking votes that we have the ability to pressure her into. In a Congress this closely divided, conservatives, Democrats like Joe Manchin, and more moderate Republicans like, say, Lisa Murkowski will have a lot of leverage. They'll be the power brokers. They might even get high off of it. But we have a lot of leverage too, most importantly because people are hurting and they need help. They don't want help, they need help. And Joe Biden needs to lead. He has no choice. It's his legacy. It's either you do something big or this country disintegrates before your eyes into this madness. This isn't the moment for negotiating a moderate middle way. This is the moment for major advances on health, jobs, and justice. It is a New Deal moment. The harsh reality and the political possibilities are aligned to do what needs to be done now. President-elect Biden is the crucial player. You think that FDR was progressive, or do you think the movement pressured him? Do you think that Lyndon Johnson was progressive, or do you think the movements pressured him? Our favorite Professor Harvey Kaye explained this very clearly today in a tweet. FDR succeeded because he mobilized and empowered American working people to fight both the Depression and capital and to push him. People pushed him. He wasn't perfect on foreign policy. We know that. LBJ certainly wasn't. But domestically, they had to respond to the movements that had major demands and showed up every single day with labor to do so. We need everyone pushing Joe Biden together. We need Joe Biden to understand what FDR understood. We are pushing him to make a better president and this a better country. We need to back up our legislative allies like Sanders and even Warren and Markey, of course, in the Senate, and AOC and the Squad and Cori Bush and the Progressive Caucus in the House. We need to empower our labor allies because they are listened to even while they're weaker than ever. And most important, we need every progressive of every stripe to bring your A game to Joe Biden's first 100 days so they are 100 days to be proud of. Look at this madness. We have had enough in our politics to be ashamed of these last 4 years. It is time to make politics that working people and all Americans can respect, because this is what we're fighting. If we are not organizing, these people win. If we are not strategic, these people win. And who are these people? These are the people bringing firearms into the Capitol and chanting Nazi Hitler slogans outside the Capitol. Do we want this to happen? The lines are clear. The lines are clear. This is why solidarity matters. And this is why we have to support progressives stepping up and fighting this. Thanks for watching and listening to The Nomiki Show. But remember to click like and subscribe on YouTube, and please share on social media. If you're not already a patron, please join us for as low as $5 a month on patreon.com/The Nomiki Show for early and special content. That investment makes a huge difference. We are not corporate media raking in the dough. It's really you guys that are keeping us going. So please consider being a patron. And to our current patrons, thank you so much. We are incredibly grateful to you. We also now have swag. So check us out on thenomikishow.com to get your mugs, your totes, and your stickers.